Hi guys, I'm Shmi and we're at the Eurotunnel, setting off on a pretty epic adventure. I have come directly here from the Porsche Centre in Colchester, where I've just taken delivery of my new Porsche Cayman GT4 in sapphire blue. So if you haven't already watched the collection video, make sure you check that out. This is, I suppose, my third car sitting alongside the McLaren 675 LT and the Ferrari FF as part of Blue Crew. But today, I'm going to be joined by some friends as we drive down through France towards Lyon from here at the Eurotunnel. So I'm going to just point my camera in their faces.
Hello.
They're a very lively bunch this morning, aren't they? So we've got Paul, Supercars of London, with the spectacularly noisy Gallardo Bicolore.
You don't quite understand how noisy.
Okay, we'll hear that in a moment.
It's quite noisy. Yeah.
Then we've got Sam, SeenthroughGlass, with his brand new F-Type R that he's just picked up last night.
I've nearly killed myself in about 6 times.
Okay, good start, good start. So this car's 2 hours old, this car's about 15 hours old, and this car is literally like the grandfather because it's about 30 days old.
Time to resell that.
Time to move on and get a new car.
Your way down.
And we're also joined by Seb, who is whose house we're heading down to in the south of France, and Jason, this chap. These two were both with me on Gumball this year, and where's Shmi and all the other tours, because they're branded to the hills.
Struggling to move on.
Yeah, so I think we're going to start the cars up and hear how these sound. We're going to be driving around and doing quite a lot of stuff together in the next month in the south of France and further afield, so we've got some pretty cool videos to come. We've all just bought our Burger Kings to eat on the train, so we're going to get in the cars, hear how they sound, get over onto the train and commence the drive today down towards Lyon via a stop off in France as well. I think we're about to literally get some noise, aren't we? Who's going first? Does Sam have to go first so that we can at least hear it? Not bad. Normally that's fine. 550 horsepower, supercharged V8 in the F-Type R. But now we have Paul's army tricks, Gallardo mentalness. Standing away. Running away. Blinking.
I hate my life. Why is he with us?
His car's not loud enough.
Right, let's go.
Paul, I definitely don't think it's loud enough, mate. Come back another time, yeah?
Stick some holes in the back box.
I'll start my quiet little car up. Let's pass the camera on, let's hear how this sounds from the outside. Exhaust is somewhere around there with my little exhaust.
I've obviously got to press the clutch pedal.
I have to baby it, it's still new after all, only about 3,000 RPM. Later on, we'll be able to hear how it sounds properly, I hope. So how ridiculous is this? We're driving into the Eurotunnel train just like 2.5 hours after taking delivery of this car. That noise! I can have a go. Oh, I love the crackles. Crackles are very, very nice. But I think probably for today, those two are going to be stealing the show for the noise competition. Just the usual half an hour crossing over to France. We are on the move and everyone is just hanging around on the Eurotunnel. Paul was a bit rejected and is in the next carriage. No one likes him. VIP, okay. VIP. And of course we're back here with the new car, which is absolutely awesome so far. Makes some cool noises. Still have to be quite delicate all the way through today with running it in, but the GT4 is just a weapon. Obviously you've got the mid-engine 911 engine in here, 3.8 flat 6. You've got GT3 suspension components, the wing, very Porsche GT. No parking sensors, stuff like that. It's about 1450 kilos or so, the car. 385 PS. Just a little bit less brake horsepower, of course. Looks very, very nice. It'll be a lot of fun, I think, when we get this down to the south of France. Slight change of plan then. I'm currently riding in the passenger seat because the next part of this trip I'm actually going to get on with some work on my computer because I had a late flight back last night from Portugal where I was test driving the McLaren 570S at Portimao, which was an absolutely amazing day, but I was completely exhausted, had a really short night and had no time to do anything I needed to do. So this man, Jason, is going to be driving the car for the next stretch.
Lovely.
And he's been driving for about 10 seconds and I've already shoved the camera in his face.
That's what Tim does.
I should probably get him to concentrate a little. No, I trust you completely.
Thank you.
But we're heading out. The weather looks a little bit better on the French side. I will be willing to bet that neither of the other guys has a clue where we are. So let's get on the radio. Guys, do either of you know where you're going or do you need my help?
Help! Help!
Well, I think that pretty quickly summarised the answer to that one. We're going to head out of here and up the ramps and out onto the motorway. I've got my nav set, passenger seat navigator on the way. And we're going to stop off at Reims, the legendary race circuit where we visited on the Reims-Geaux tour earlier this year when Jason was driving the M4.
Yeah.
And we had the 650S, and today we're going with a completely different set of cars. But it's a pretty cool place, lots of noise, and let's get ahead of these guys and show them where to go because they're clueless.
I'm through, Mr. Burton.
Everyone's vlogging or doing something. So yeah, we're on the road, we're hitting the motorway for a bit, we've got about 2.5 hours and then we get to Reims and that place is just cool. We have our first telepéage booth and in theory everyone has a fob. So Sam has gone straight through with the Jag. Porsche's gone straight, Paul has gone straight through. We are through as well. And that Lambo made a lot of noise. Well, here we are along the start straight of the old Reims F1 circuit, or Reims as I should say, given that we are in France. And we have our French flag of cars right down there as well, which obviously we're taking some photos with here. I think we're going to do a couple of driving up and down shots just because it sounds amazing with the grandstand here at the background. We came here with the 650S and M4 earlier in the year, but it's just a shame it's a bit wet. So I'm going to go jump in the car and drive past and just be a little bit noisy. And then the other two are going to do the same thing and they're probably going to be a lot louder. But nonetheless, it's a cool place to be, whatever the weather is like. Away from the Reims circuit, and I've had a bit of a car swap because I'm in the Jag! The Jag with Sam!
Or the death machine, as I like to call it.
The death machine.
My run in the rain.
So we will say farewell to this lovely place with some noise and some crackles.
Yeah.
I've done a bit of driving in F-Type Rs, but of course it's infinitely cooler when it's Sam's F-Type R.
Of course, it's the best F-Type R around.
And it's red. What's the name?
That's the one. And it's red.
It's
cool,
red.
thanks Tim. Great review you've done there.
Yep, technical.
My car's full.
Red. Technical features.
That's what my sister would say, so you're
Supercharged 5-litre V8,
Okay, calm down,
550
calm
brake.
down. It's because I like somebody's speaking in his ear, that's what you know there.
I know my stuff. Yeah, so we're going to hit the road. We actually have about 4 hours of driving, I think, now to get to Lyon, where we're staying tonight. I've not gone in the GT4 because I'm using my camera thing to take some pictures of the GT4 if I can do it just before the light completely goes. I think we're going to stop for services quite soon because the Porsche is running low. We've done about 350 miles, I think, so far since this morning. So that's the first one to need to fill up. We're going to go first exit here.
Okay. I feel like I'm on a driving test.
Yeah, you are. I am literally filming and recording and monitoring everything you do. I say first exit, but I actually mean the RAS, the main big exit.
The big one.
So I failed that, whatever that road is.
Yeah, so you're the bad instructor.
Yeah, I failed. I had one job. I had one job.
Actually, you had two. Not to die in the Jag, and to get
I can't control that one.
Yeah,
The one I can control
Looking
is
at it, I'm
telling
telling
you where to go.
Looking at it.
Yeah, so this is quite weird for me. Got Jason driving the GT4, the GT4, as the Germans say.
It's not that weird
Behind us.
because basically you have so many cars.
It's going to be...
There's always going to be one that you're looking at because you're not driving it.
Well, I am rather looking forward to this part the next couple of days when we get down to Monaco, all the cars unite, and then it's like road trip time, and Jason's driving one, and other people are coming down and driving them, and we're just basically going to have one big car party. It's really exciting. But yeah, on the motorway, I'll get some photos, and we'll fill up very shortly. So we've stopped for a bite to eat, and we're getting back on the road. And having actually failed to do any editing today, Jason's back at the wheel so that I can get on with work if I find my laptop and get it out.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, you've done, significantly more miles in this car now than I have. We're up to, 503 kilometres, and I think about 180 of those were me, which means you've done about 300. We do indeed, let's roll out. So yeah.
I'm 100% sure Paul hasn't got his radio on.
Standard. Off we go. Jason has driven around 500 kilometres in my car, and I've only driven around 200. So I'm back at the wheel for the last 2.5 hours or so of today. And the other guys are having a bit of fun, making some noise. But we're just driving together through the evening, not very much going on. We're just trying to entertain ourselves now as we get towards Lyon for the stop. We're going to get there pretty late. It's going to be about 11:30 before we get in. Just having fun on the road. Day one is over and we are here in Lyon, which by the way is quite pretty over there. We've had a mini sightseeing tour as we've driven in. Everybody's sort of hanging around while we finish up videos and things, and this is what happens when you have a whole load of YouTubers in the same place at the same time. Good drive?
Fantastic drive.
Noisy drive?
Yeah. Anyone that was sitting behind me had a noisy drive, so I was banished to the back.
It's okay if you're in the car. We had a good drive. This GT4 has 900 and something kilometres on it. 900 horsepower in a GT4. Look, day one, the day I picked up the car, and it's got 968 kilometres. That is, I think, just over 600 miles. Find me someone else who has picked up a car from a dealership and driven it 600 miles on day one.
Who does that?
Nobody does that. We've done that. It does need a clean though. This is kind of dirty. But we're going to take obviously our luggage in, staying in a nice hotel tonight. Paul's car makes a ton of noise. Sam's car has been getting a lot of attention out here as well. Sam, good drive?
Oh,
noisy drive.
Oh, the best time of my life.
We spotted a little flame coming from his...
Yes, I know, I'm so excited.
Little baby flame.
All the people taking pictures of... Oh no, now they're taking the picture of the Lamborghini.
Pictures of the Lamborghini.
My target demographic, 65 plus.
That's what he's going for with his YouTube video.
Yeah, come on, tune in. You're 65-year-old. Do you know you wanna?
Hey, that could be a very captive audience.
Yeah,
you
you
should
never
not
know.
be rude about
Do
it.
you know the percentiles? That's why he's got the jazz.
The jazz.
He's gonna go to all of the Jaguar owners clubs and be like, so if you haven't known, SeenthroughGlass.
SeenthroughGlass, subscribe. We have free pipes, SeenthroughGlass pipes, and pheasant bags for your pheasant.
Seen through 4-inch glass.
Oh, cheeky. I still think, Jason, by the way, I've done, in my car right now, I have done 430 kilometres, and you have therefore done 540. So you're beating me. Day one, you've done 90 kilometres more than me in my new car. I have no idea if I just got the maths right or wrong. I'm way too tired.
It's worth it.
544, that would be 110. Whatever. Sorry guys, I'm way too tired. We have been, well, I slept 4 hours last night. We've been on the road all day. To get down here to Lyon, and tomorrow we have an epic journey with these three on the Route Napoleon, heading down towards Monaco. So that's a road we drove, actually we all drove together back in April. It was absolutely awesome. We all had different cars then. I was in the 650S, Paul was in his R8, and Sam was in his Alpha 4C. So this is like driving it the other way, heading south with all of us, and it looks set to be an amazing day. So we're going to head inside, get all of our videos sorted out, get everything done, and we'll be back on the road bright and early tomorrow morning for a spectacularly good day. But I'm not going to complain about this. I love this thing. It's amazing. And the twisty roads tomorrow should properly make it possible to enjoy that. I'll sign off there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch up with you again very soon. Cheers. Hi Nick, how are you?
Hello, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Hi, nice to see you.
Pretty excited about today. I can see the car over there. Let's go straight inside.